What is up? And just like the intro said, I would like to welcome you to Food Power Levels right here on Slice and Dice and Game and Entertainment. And you're probably wondering, what is Food Power Levels? Well, guess what? I'm going to break it down to you. So, Food Power Levels is inspired by old superhero trading cards that we used to collect growing up. You know, we had like the picture of the character on the front or on the back. But then on the other button, on the opposite side, they had stats. It could have been like strength, power, mobility, flight, intelligence, telekinesis, whatever their skills are, you would get about 5 stats, and then the card will kind of explain that for that character. So this series is inspired by that, where we're going to take different foods, we're going to give them these 5 stats that we're going to grade them on, and we're going to give them a power level. So without further ado, let's get into our very first video. In this video, I was trying to think of what should be the very first episode of Food Power Levels. I thought about it. Didn't take me too long. We gotta do tacos. Everybody loves tacos. I love tacos. You love tacos. So let's give tacos their food power level. But we gotta give the stats. We can't just give them any random arbitrary stats. So I did some digging. I thought about it. I brainstormed it for a little while. And so what we're gonna grade all the foods, not just tacos, are on these 5 stats. We're gonna do versatility, cooking technique, sensory appeal, mobility, and the 5th and final stat will be itis effect. So you gotta be thinking, Taryn, you gotta have explanations for these, right? Yes. Yes, I do. Don't worry. I got you covered. So first, versatility. All these stats will be graded from 1 out of 10. So versatility is how versatile it is to make the food. Can you use various ingredients, different toppings, different bread, different, just lettuces, sauces, whatever comes to mind. How versatile is this food? So 1 will be not that versatile. 10 will be very versatile. Now for cooking technique, it goes a little bit different. So cooking technique, again, is graded on 1 to 10. All the stats will be graded from a 1 to 10 scale. So a 1 in cooking technique will mean it's really easy to make, and a 10 will be very difficult to make. Pretty straightforward. Now sensory appeal is how it looks, how it tastes, how it smells, the presentation. Can you hear it? Like when you get like a fajita at like Chili's, you can hear it when it walks by you. Those types of things all add up to your sensory appeal. When you're frying bacon, you hear the bacon pop in the skillet. Those are all very big aspects of sensory appeal. It's all your senses. It's not just what you see, but how you taste, the smell, put it together. That's pretty straightforward. A 1 would be it doesn't have the best sensory appeal. 10 will be it has an amazing sensory appeal. Okay? So for our 4th stat, we're going to do mobility. So mobility is how easy it is to take to go. You know how it is. You're running late. You got to get to the bus. You got to catch the train, and you're dashing to the bus. I mean, you're in full sprint to the train, up the escalator, up the stairs. You're hurdling the turnstile, but you got something in your hand. So we want to grade these foods on how mobile are they. 1 isn't very mobile. 10 is very mobile. So think to go, basically. How easy would it be to take this food to go, and you eating it as you're walking, or you're eating it on the train, or you're eating it just as you're moving, as you're mobile. Pretty straightforward. Now, our 5th and final stat we're going to grade for food power levels is going to be itis effect. If you don't know what the itis is, you ever had like a really good dinner, or you had like a big meal, and you fell asleep? That's the itis. That's exactly what the itis is. I don't know what the actual there is an actual scientific term for it, but we all call it the itis. Everyone knows what the itis is, and that's what we're going to grade on. We're going to grade on the itis effect. After you eat this, you take a nap. That's basically the itis effect, and it's bare bones, simplistic form. So a 1 would be there's not a lot of itis effect. 10 is you're knocked the hell out itis effect. And so those would be our 5 stats. So now we're going to get into our tacos. So tacos they're everywhere. You can get tacos multiple cities. There's probably southern style. There's northern styles. Of course, there's more traditional Mexican style tacos. You get soft shell corn tortillas, like black corn tortillas, white corn tortillas. You can do all different types of things. You can do taco salads. You can do this and that. And nachos are even kind of variations of tacos if you think about it on the grand scheme of things. So in terms of versatility, I gave tacos a 10. I think that's pretty straightforward. Also, you can make tacos chicken, beef, pork, brisket, spare rib, duck, lobster, shrimp, veggie, gluten-free. Excuse me. Tacos are super versatile. and they come in all shapes and sizes, flavors. You can go really mild, you can go really spicy, you can add all these different types of sauces. Tacos, they had to get a 10. I think a 10 in tacos was the easy and no-brainer for me. Now, cooking technique. Personally, I don't think tacos are that hard to make as a whole, if you think about it. If you think about traditional ground beef, or just not traditional, but very classic American style tacos, which is ground beef, you scramble ground beef, you let it brown, you drain the meat, put the meat back in the skillet, add your seasonings, your taco seasoning, and you mix it and you let it simmer for a little bit, and you're done. It's not that hard. Even if you do chicken, you take your chicken, you maybe bake it or boil it, then you dice it up really, or you pull it, you shred it. It's not that difficult. So for me personally, I think taco technique. I think cooking technique is a 2 for tacos. I don't think they're that hard. They're pretty straightforward to make. You can heat up your tortillas, you get your lettuce, your tomato, your salsa, your guac, your sour cream, your cheese, whatever you want, and you put it on. Like they're not that hard in theory. If you do certain meats, maybe it might take a little longer, but in the grand scheme of a taco and just how you build a taco, they're not that hard. So I think cooking technique is a 2. They're not super super easy because you don't just like put it in the microwave and do it, but there is a little, like, it's not that difficult. So for me, cooking technique gets a 2. And also, all these stats are up for debate. Please comment, please share, please let me know if you're like, bro, Taryn, tacos are a pain in the ass to make, man. They gotta be like an 8 or a 9. That's perfectly fine. This is up for debate. This is supposed to be a very fun series. Just so you know. So if you feel some type of way about a certain stat, please leave a comment. Let your boy know. And we can just talk about it. It's meant to be fun and just kind of have a good time with it. And just think about food in a different way. Sensory appeal. Now, tacos, I like tacos, but when you look at a taco, because a lot of times it can be kind of crushed because it's just, if you have like a plated taco, maybe it might look better than some other tacos, but they're pretty straightforward. There's lettuce, cheese, tomato, meat. Sometimes you see a picture of taco, they look really good. So it doesn't really matter. It, I think tacos can really vary depending on what you use. Because a lobster taco might look better than a ground beef taco. Like a pork taco might look better than, a short rib taco or something like that, or a duck taco. Like, they kind of vary, especially depending on like what the toppings you put on and things like that. So for sensory appeal, I gave tacos a 5 because I don't think it's too high, it's not too low. I think it's somewhere in the middle, and because since taco has so much versatility, um, I think sensory appeal being a 5 makes a lot of sense for me. So mobility, I think tacos are very mobile. Like especially if you go to like Taco Bell, you go to a place like, I don't know, Zombie Taco, if you will, or some other places that you do tacos. They wrap them up, put them to go. You can eat it on the fly. You can eat it right then and there. You can like go a couple of steps and throw one back like a shot. Like tacos to me, I think are very mobile. I remember talking to my uncle. He was like, oh, but then homemade tacos aren't necessarily as mobile because they're a little bit bigger, because you're feeding your families. They might be a little bit bigger. There's a little more meat in there. There's a little more toppings. So those might not be as versatile. But I think as a whole, if you think about tacos, it's kind of how a taco is. It's usually meat, sauce, onions, meat, sauce, maybe lettuce, maybe meat, sauce, cheese, lettuce. Not a lot of topping. Pretty straightforward. I think it gets an 8. I think tacos get an 8 mobility. I think they're pretty straightforward. You just pop one back real quick and keep going, doing what you got to do. So for our last stat, gonna be itis effect. And I was kind of going back and forth on this one because I think it really depends on how many tacos you eat. Because tacos don't give me a big itis effect. I was thinking as a whole, even where I currently work, the tacos don't really make me sleepy. You can eat 3 or 4 tacos and be good. You might be full, but you're not in that itis effect territory. You don't get that sensation. So for me, and it could be different for you. Again, let me know. But for me, I think it's a 3 for tacos. I don't think tacos hit like that. I don't think tacos have that, that umph, if you will. I don't know if umph is a good word, but umph is the word I'm going to use. They don't have that umph. How certain things will just knock you out. Like, you eat certain things, and they'll just put you out real quick. I'm talking first round, 20 seconds in, you out cold. You out like a light, you know, like a light A. But yeah, so I'm just thinking Titus. I think tacos don't have a really high itis effect for me personally. So I gave it a 3. I think tacos get a 3 from me. Again, let me know in the comments. You could be like, bro, man, tacos be putting my ass to sleep. They get like a 12. This is out of a 10, but you get the point. So yeah, so let's go back over our taco power levels. So we got a 10 in versatility, a 2 in cooking technique, a 5 in sensory appeal, an 8 in mobility, and then a 3 in itis effect. So you put that all together, that will be, gotta do math real quick because I didn't do this before, 25. So this would be a 28 in terms of the power level of tacos. And it will be kind of varied because, again, cooking technique is so, some of them are kind of weird. So every one will be a little bit different. But yeah, let me make sure my math is right. Yeah, 28. Cool. So tacos get a power level of 28. Is that good or is that bad? I don't know. It's the first episode. We'll figure that out as the series goes on. I don't know if that's good or bad. But that's the power level for tacos. I think that's pretty solid. It makes a lot of sense if you think about it. Again, these are all up for debate. Comment, share, tell your friends, like, hey, he says this. What do you think? And it's meant to be a lot of fun. This is kind of the hybrid between food and kind of comic books, if you will. Just kind of taking food and look at it if these foods were superheroes and we gave them stats, how these will look. And that's kind of fun. That's kind of the fun of power level. This must be fun, just a talking point, something you can just kind of laugh about, maybe have a drink. You know, you've had these discussions with people every now and then, just random as hell about food. You've done it, don't lie. But this is the first level of power levels. Thank you so much for checking it out. Definitely like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Again, do you like these stats? Do you think they're BS? Do you want to challenge them? Are you throwing a flag on the play? Let me know in the comment section below. Of course, check out everything else right here on Slice and Dice and Gaming Entertainment. And then I also stream live on Twitch, Slice and Dice and Gaming ENT. Check that as well. You can also check out the website, www.sliceanddiceandgaming.com, for all things else under the Digital Chef brand. You have links to my podcast or Rep Podcast, which is also right here on YouTube. I have my gaming blog, my food blog. There's also links to Digital Chef merchandise. Get you some merch. Support your boy. I will greatly appreciate it. And always and forever, slicing, dicing, gaming. It's not just a motto, it's a lifestyle. Thank you so much for checking out this video in this brand new series. I'll see you in the next one. Later.